This is how I shot last week with the Browning 22 Buckmark. And David the Marine.
Let me see your war face. You got a war face?
As I've sent off my Walther P22 because last week when we were shooting it, a crack developed in the slide. My quest for a replacement 22 continues. So this is kind of our own version of March Madness as we bracket down the guns.
That's a fun way to go about it, I think. So it'll be interesting to see where your tastes lie.
That is the Browning Buckmark, but what do we got this week to compare it to?
Today we have the Glock Model 44 chambered in 22, same size dimensionally as the Glock 19. Next to it we have the Taurus TX22, the handgun of the year in 2019 when it was introduced. And we also have another top end to go with it. This is from the competition model of this gun called the competition. It has a mounting plate to put a red dot on it. And over here we have the SIG Model 322 from SIG, brought out in March of 2022. So,
standard size magazine, but it's got that cute little 22 long rifle in there. Look at that.
That's a good group, eventually. Next up, we have the Taurus TX22.
Tad heavier, seems to have a little more metal on it. Or is that just my perception? It does have the fluorescent green.
Well, that's aftermarket. That's actually two right there in the top center.
So there's a little different feel to it, I think.
There is. The Glock is mimicking the Glock 19,
right,
where the other two are not.
For that reason. Good, easy slide.
One thing about the Glock 44 is it meshes in perfectly with your practice protocol. You can start with an airsoft. It'll fit in the holster just like it's supposed to be. Do that. Or when you're kind of done with the airsoft, you want to shoot some real bullets, you get the Glock 44. Same thing. Magazine, same mag pouch. And everything's going to be the same with the full-size gun, with a center fire gun. A little bit lighter, but everything's identical except for the weight and the kick. But you get those mechanics down a lot quicker, like cheaper with the 22. And then, of course, you go to the Glock 9 and the same holster, same mag pouches, same everything. It just lends itself really well to your practice sessions. Okay, we're here for the shoot-off. Glock 44 versus Taurus TX22. The upper hit is 2 hits, your first 2, and the bottom is your last 3. Yeah.
Again, it illustrates the best way to pick out a gun is to come out and compare and contrast and bracket your way down.
And you can read about it online. You can talk to friends about it and see what works for them. But it comes down to what works best for you.
So join us for the next chapter of our March Madness. And as always, guns for everybody.